10 traits of people who had adult responsibilities thrust upon them too young. Growing up should be a time of learning, exploration, and gradual responsibility. But for many, childhood was cut short as they were forced to take on adult responsibilities far too early. Whether due to family circumstances, financial struggles, or emotional burdens, these individuals develop traits that set them apart. If you recognize yourself in these characteristics, you are not alone. Let's explore the 10 defining traits of people who had to grow up too soon. 1. Hyperindependence. The reluctance to ask for help. One of the most noticeable traits of those who were forced to mature early is hyperindependence. You learned that relying on others often led to disappointment, so you prefer to handle everything on your own. Asking for help feels uncomfortable or even weak because you were conditioned to believe that self-sufficiency is the only way to survive. While independence is a strength, it can also lead to burnout and isolation when taken to extremes. 2. Constant anxiety. Always expecting the worst. When you grow up with unpredictability, your brain adapts by constantly scanning for potential threats. Whether it was financial instability, emotional turmoil, or physical safety concerns, you were always on high alert. Even as an adult, this habit persists. You may find yourself overanalyzing situations, expecting crises even when everything seems fine. This chronic anxiety can lead to exhaustion and make it difficult to enjoy the present moment. 3. Emotional maturity beyond your years. People who had to grow up too soon often process emotions with a depth and wisdom far beyond their age. You became the emotional support system for others when you were still learning to navigate your own feelings. As a result, you developed an advanced level of self-awareness and the ability to regulate emotions in ways many adults struggle with. While this maturity can be a gift, it can also make you feel disconnected from peers who never had to grow up so fast. 4. Strong sense of responsibility, carrying more than necessary. Taking on responsibilities beyond your years shaped your identity. You may have managed household duties, cared for siblings, or even taken on financial burdens. This created a deep sense of responsibility, which persists into adulthood. You often feel obligated to step in and fix things, even when it's not your responsibility. While this trait makes you dependable, it can also be overwhelming when you feel like you must hold everything together. 5. Difficulty trusting others. The fear of letting go. Trusting others is a struggle when you've experienced repeated letdowns. When you were young, you may have had caregivers or authority figures who were unreliable, forcing you to depend on yourself. This makes it hard to believe that others will follow through or have your best interests at heart. You might struggle in relationships, friendships, and even work environments because letting your guard down feels like a risk. 6. Perfectionist tendencies. The fear of failure. Perfectionism is common among those who had to mature quickly. Whether it was to gain approval, avoid criticism, or maintain a sense of control, you developed the belief that failure was not an option. You push yourself to excel in everything you do, often at the cost of your mental and physical well-being. Even small mistakes can feel like catastrophic failures. Learning to embrace imperfection and accept that mistakes are part of growth can be a lifelong challenge. 7. Caregiver mentality. Always putting others first. Being forced into a caregiving role at a young age turns into a lifelong habit. Whether it was looking after siblings, managing household tasks, or emotionally supporting struggling family members, you became the one who always took care of others. This instinct follows you into adulthood, where you naturally put the needs of others above your own. While being compassionate and nurturing are admirable qualities, it's essential to set boundaries and ensure that you are not sacrificing yourself in the process. 8. Guilt for prioritizing yourself. The struggle with self-care. Self-care often feels like selfishness to those who were conditioned to prioritize others. When you were young, your needs likely took a back seat to more pressing concerns. Now, even when you have the freedom to focus on yourself, guilt creeps in. Taking a break, setting boundaries, or saying no feels unnatural. Overcoming this guilt requires unlearning the belief that your worth is tied to how much you do for others. 9. Struggles with relaxation. The inability to fully unwind. For those who grew up under stress, relaxation does not come easily. Even when everything is fine, your brain is wired to expect problems. You may feel restless during downtime, searching for something productive to do. Vacations or leisure activities might feel undeserved, and true relaxation can be difficult to achieve. Teaching yourself to slow down and enjoy the present moment without guilt is an important step in healing. 10. Deep empathy for others. Understanding pain on a personal level. One of the most profound traits of people who had to grow up too soon is their deep empathy. Because you experienced hardship, you naturally understand and connect with others who struggle. You can sense pain that others miss, and people often feel comfortable confiding in you. While this empathy makes you an incredible friend and support system, it can also be overwhelming when you absorb the emotions of others without protecting your own well-being. Final thoughts. Growing up too soon shapes a person in ways that are both challenging and powerful. The traits developed from these experiences, hyperindependence, deep empathy, perfectionism, and responsibility, are a testament to resilience. However, these strengths can also come with struggles. Recognizing these patterns is the first step toward healing and finding balance. You are not alone in your journey. Your experiences have made you strong, but they do not have to define your future. Embracing self-care, setting boundaries, and allowing yourself to be supported can help you reclaim the parts of yourself that were lost along the way. The past shaped you, but it does not have to control you. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss any new videos. Let us know your thoughts about this video in the comment section down below, and feel free to stay and enjoy it until the end. Also make sure to check out our next highlighted video, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.